Hello and welcome to this 30-minute beginner's yoga flow. Let's start in a comfortable seat and start to close the eyes and just begin to notice the breath. Hands can be on your knees or in your lap. Just start to notice the inhale and exhale. Notice where your mind is at. You might like to place a hand on the abdomen and just see if you can channel your breath down into your belly, feeling it expand on the inhale and relax with each exhale. Just a few more moments here. You can place your hand back to your knee, and when you're ready, start to gently open the eyes. We'll begin by bringing the hands, interlace the fingers out in front of your chest, then reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, rain the arms down to the ground. Plant the right hand and bring the left arm up and over, curving the body over to the right. Inhale to come up. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Right arm comes up and over, leaning the body over to the left. Inhale to come up. Interlace the fingers. Press them away from your chest. Inhale to come up. Exhale down. Left arm comes up and over. Inhale to come up. Left hand down. Right arm comes up and over. Stretching through the side body. Inhale to come back up. Interlace the fingers once more. Pushing them out in front of your chest and bringing them up to the sky. Exhale to lower. Right arm down, left arm up and over. Try to open up your chest to the sky. Inhale to come up and over to the left. Opening up the chest, maybe gazing up to the sky. Inhale to come back up. Coming into tabletop, stacking the wrists under the shoulders, knees under hips. We'll start to do cat-cow. So inhale to arch the spine, gaze forward. Exhale, rounding through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tuck the chin and press the floor away with your hands. Inhale to arch the spine, gaze forward. Exhale to round the spine, tuck the chin. Moving through the next few rounds in your own time. Really pressing the floor away with all 10 fingers. Coming into a neutral spine, we'll lift the right foot and squeeze the foot into the butt and lift your knee up off the ground, trying to create a 90-degree angle. extend the leg, straighten out the knee, and maybe coming up light on the left fingertips. And if you're steady, lifting the left arm up straight in front of you. Find your balance, find your center. Release the hand, release the foot. We'll lift the left foot, tucking it in towards the bum, and lift the knee up off the ground. Legs at a 90-degree angle at first, and then we'll extend it out long. Find your center, and maybe lift the right hand up off the ground, extending it in front of you. Breathing here, and release. Send the hips all the way back towards your heels. You can stay here if that's enough, or maybe walking the hands out in front of you and sinking the chest and the head down towards the mat for child's pose. Just taking a couple of breaths here. You can always come back to this pose throughout the practice. Lift your chest up and roll forward, and try to lower yourself down towards the mat as slowly as you can. Bring the chest all the way down. Inhale to peel the chest open, finding baby cobra. Pausing here, engaging through the lower spine. Squeeze the glutes if you feel any lower back discomfort. Bring the chest down, and you can lay the head down using your hands as a pillow. Maybe wiggling your hips side to side to release the back. Bring the hands back to the chest, and we'll peel the chest back up, squeezing the elbows in towards each other. And maybe this time you can hover the hands off the mat. Press the pelvis into the mat and release. Push yourself back up to the knees, and we'll send the hips back to child's pose. Inhale to ripple forward, squeeze the elbows in towards each other, and try to lower your chest down as slowly as you can. Inhale to peel the chest open, lifting the hands. Hands come back down, and we'll press back up to the knees, back to child's pose. And we'll do it once more, rippling forward and lower down slowly to the mat. Inhale to peel the chest up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Hands can lift. And lower all the way down, pressing back up. Instead of going to child's pose, we'll tuck the toes, press the knees up, and send the hips up and back for downward facing dog. The knees can be bent generously here as we press our chest in towards our thighs. Find that engagement in your hands. You can walk out your feet, extending one leg at a time. Or maybe you'd just like to find some stillness in this pose. Couple more breaths here. Inhale to look forward, bend the knees, and start taking baby steps towards the front of the mat. And we'll release the upper body, finding a nice forward fold. You can widen your stance, to make it a little more accessible. Maybe grabbing each elbow and swaying back and forth. Find any movement that feels good. Bring the feet back together. Inhale, bring the hands to the upper thighs. Back straightens out, gaze straight down for halfway lift. And lower all the way down, then lift all the way up. Lifting the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms to center. We'll take a couple of breaths here to find our center. Notice how you feel. Inhale, lift the arms up overhead. Exhale, fold forward all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step the right foot back, followed by the left, coming into plank. Knees can be up or down, pressing the floor away before we lower the chest as slowly as we can all the way down. Elbows squeeze in as we peel the chest up for cobra. Stay here for a moment, or you can go into Sphinx, placing the elbows where the hands were. Hands come back by the chest, and we'll push ourselves up to our knees, tuck the toes, and lift our hips all the way back to downward facing dog. Inhale to gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, and come all the way up. Arms lift overhead. Exhale, hands come down, mountain pose. Couple of breaths here. Find your stability. Inhale, arms lift overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, bend the knees, step the left foot back, followed by the right. Knees can be up or down. Squeeze the elbows in towards each other as we lower all the way down. Inhale, peel the chest up for cobra. Exhale, push yourself back up to your knees and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale for halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lifting the arms up all the way. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step the right foot back, followed by the left. Knees up or down, coming into plank. And lower yourself all the way down, slow as you can. Inhale, lifting the chest for cobra. Take a breath here. Exhale, tuck the toes, lifting back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, swipe the fingers to the floor and lift them up by your ears, coming into Utkatasana, chair pose. Pause here for a moment. Draw the navel into the spine and release it all down, forward folds. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step the left foot back, followed by the right. Lower the knees and lower yourself all the way down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, lifting back up to downward facing dog. Inhale, step your right foot all the way up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee and bring the knee into the chest. Then back up, three-legged dog. Bend the knee into the chest. Kick it back, three-legged dog. Bend the knee, bring it into the chest, and step it all the way forwards. Coming up into our crescent lunge. Breathing here. The back knee is bent. Front knee is bent. Arms come down, stepping back to plank. Lower yourself down. Inhale for cobra. Drawing the shoulders down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift the left leg, coming into three-legged dog. Bend the knee and draw the knee in towards the chest. Exhale, three-legged dog, kicking it back. Bend the knee, bringing it into the chest. Exhale, three-legged dog. One more time, bringing the knee to the chest, this time stepping it all the way forward and lifting yourself up to crescent lunge. Arms are lifted by the ears. Right knee is bent. Breathing here. Trying to draw the ribs in. Exhale to plant the palms. Step back to plank. Lower the knees. Lower yourself all the way down. Inhale for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Or come into child's pose. Noticing how you feel. Coming forward, tuck the toes, coming back into downward facing dog. Inhale, gaze forward, step to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, bring the hands up to the ears. Coming into our chair pose. Squeeze the navel in towards the chest, in towards the spine, and stand to Tadasana. We'll come into a wide-legged stance on the long edge of the mat, legs out further than hips width, hands come to the hips, roll the shoulders back, gaze up, puff up the chest, and try to hinge from the hips as we bring the chest down parallel to the ground, trying to keep the legs as straight as we can. And maybe once you feel comfortable here, you can bring the chest down lower. Hands can come down to the floor for support. And allow the upper body to go heavy while the legs support us. You feel a pull in the hamstrings, and maybe the abductors. Just allowing the body and the muscles to relax, to deepen the stretch. Breathing here. We'll walk the arms back underneath our chest. Inhale, hands come back to the waist as we slowly make our way back up. Turn the toes so they're facing outwards. You might want to bring your feet in a little closer so that we are creating about a 90-degree angle with the legs. Hands come to the hips, hips sink down, coming into goddess pose. Try to tuck the navel into the spine so we're not leaning too forwards. Arms cactus out either side, and we draw the shoulder blades in towards each other, trying to keep the chest proud. Inhale to reach up, legs extend. Exhale, bend the knees, bend the arms, coming down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Maybe sinking the hips deeper. Inhale up, exhale down. Pausing here. You might start to feel a fire in your thighs. Enjoy it. Reach all the way up, extend the legs, and we'll pivot the feet towards the front of the mat. Plant the hands and step back to plank. Lower the knees, lower the chest all the way down. Inhale, peel the chest open for cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Gaze forward and we'll step to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift all the way up, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale to Tadasana. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, plant the palms, step the left foot back, followed by the right. And pause and plank. Knees can lower if this is too much. But pressing the hands into the mat, creating space between the shoulders. Then lower the knees, lower the chest all the way down. We'll bring the arms out either side of the body, palms face down. Pause here for a moment. Press the pelvis into the mat. Hands can support you on either side by your chest as we peel the chest up and open into cobra. Perhaps lifting the palms off the mat. Just hovering here. And lower all the way down. You can rest the head on one side Maybe use your hands as a pillow. Bring the hands back either side of the chest. Peel the chest up and lift the arms. Maybe this time we lift the feet, just hovering off the ground, trying to squeeze the glutes, engaging the lower back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Stay with it. And lower down. Head can turn to the other side. You can wiggle the hips either side to release the back if you need. Bring the hands back to the chest. Peeling the chest open, and once more, you might lift the legs, maybe lifting them a little higher this time. Trying to hover the thighs off the mat. Lower down. Press yourself up and back to child's pose. Take some cleansing breaths here. Lifting back up, and we'll walk the hands towards the knees. Swing the legs to one side and bring them out in front of us, coming into our staff pose. So the feet are going to be flexed out in front of us, legs straight. Hands are on either side of us just for support, but the spine is super long and we're really firing up the core here so that it can support us. Lift the arms and try to reach the chest forward, hinging from the hips, and land the hands on the floor, on the legs, or maybe on the feet if you can reach. But we're really trying to keep the spine long and straight. Try to keep the knees straight as well, but if it's too much, you can bend the knees. Breathing into the stretch. Come back up. Sitting up tall once more. Really feeling that core engagement. Keep the feet flexed. Now we can lower ourselves all the way back. Trying to do slowly. Coming down to our backs. Bring the right knee in towards the chest, hugging it in. Maybe giving your ankle a few rolls. Then bring the knee over to the left side. Arms can come out wide, coming into a twist. Try to keep both shoulders grounded, and you may choose to turn your head over to the right if it's comfortable. Bring your knee back to center. We'll hug in the left knee this time, extending the right. Maybe making some circles in one direction with the ankle, and then in the other direction. Bring the left knee over to the right side, coming into a twist. Arms can come out wide, grounding through both shoulders. You may need some support under that knee. Maybe starting to close the eyes. Inhale back to center. And we'll hug both knees into the chest. And just roll side to side, giving your spine a little massage. Turn the feet back to the earth. Extend the legs out straight in front of you, arms either side. Make any final adjustments as we come into our resting pose, Shavasana. Eyes can close, allowing the mind to grow heavy, allowing the breath to deepen. Allow your body to fully surrender to the earth as you find stillness. Start bringing your attention back into your body, perhaps wiggling the fingers and the toes, maybe reaching the arms overhead and giving yourself a nice full body stretch. And when you're ready, you can hug the knees into the chest. And roll over to your favorite side. And slowly make your way back up to a seat, keeping the eyes closed for now. And let's take a final moment to reflect on our practice, to thank ourselves for showing up, for taking the time to nurture the body and the mind. Bring the hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.